Good evening, everyone. It's dinner time, so Mr. Steve is cooking again. Tonight we're going to make a all-in-one dish. So I have my 9x13. We're gonna make a spicy Thai red curry chicken. It's a recipe that I just found. I'm super excited to make it. So we're gonna start off with oven at 375. So go ahead and preheat your oven to 375. Get that started. Next thing we need to do is grease our pan. So I'm gonna coat this pan with a little bit of nonstick spray. And then we'll just let that sit there. Now, what I'm gonna do first is go through and prep all of this stuff. That's what I like to do before I actually cook. So we're not gonna be doing stuff and throwing it straight in. I'm gonna prep everything and kind of show you how I do that. And all the measurements so we can just throw it in at one time. So that being said, we're going to start with broccoli. So I've got a head of broccoli here. And we need two cups of broccoli florets. So with broccoli florets, first thing you want to do is rinse. I'm rinsing my broccoli and getting my knife to cut the broccoli. All right, so here's the broccoli. So it looks like this. You don't want all of these big massive stems, so you can come in and just take those off. Now don't throw the stems away because you can use those for things like pesto. You can ground those up. You can actually grate them and make it into a broccoli coleslaw. I've done that before in the past. You can also just throw it into a vegetable stock if you make your own vegetable stock. So we need 2 cups of those. I think that's enough. So I'm gonna save the rest of this. I'm gonna put it back in the bag and it will go back in my fridge and I'll use it at a later time. Now these, we want 2 cups. So this is our measuring cup. Think we got 2 cups? I think so. So here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna cut these down just a bit. So I'm gonna slice these in half. Now, we obviously have 2 cups here. This is a little bit more than 2 cups, but that's okay. So I'm gonna cut these up and then they will go in our dish all nicely. And you're just cutting until it gives and then you can pull it apart. Kind of make them into at least bite-sized chunks. You know, I love certain types of food, but there are some places when you order that their broccoli comes to you and it's like this. You can't eat that at one time. I mean, you can, but you can't talk while you're doing it because it's massive. All right, so I've got all this chopped up. One more chop on that one. I'll bring this one down just a bit. And then cut that one in half. Okay, so we have 2 cups of broccoli. A little bit more, but that's okay. I'm going to put those in this bowl and kind of let those sit to the side. I'm gonna clean off my cutting board. Okay. Now, next thing we're going to do is cut up our bell pepper. I am a huge fan of these mini peppers. I think they're sweeter. So I'm gonna use these and I'm gonna do a few different colors. So I'm gonna do a yellow one, an orange one, and 2 red ones. That'll give us some color in our dish. Now, just because they're in a bag does not mean that we don't rinse them. So I'm gonna bring them over and rinse them quickly. Okay, now we've got that. I'm gonna cut off the top. There aren't a lot of seeds in this, but you can get rid of the seeds by slicing down this side and opening it up. You just pull those seeds out. Drop them in your trash. And that way, I mean, they're not gonna hurt anything. They're not spicy. They're bell peppers. Get rid of your tops. You don't need those. You can also, all of these vegetables, you can also just store and throw into a veggie broth. I know a lot of people that do that. I probably should, but I haven't taken to doing that just yet. I will soon. Not tonight though. All right. Bit of that. Again with the side. See, it's so easy to get these seeds out. It's just come right out. You just pull it, it comes right out. And if you have a couple of stragglers, it's not going to kill anybody. Just want to get them out just because it's a texture thing. When you get it, when you bite into a bell pepper seed, they don't really soften up that much, so you can like feel it when you bite it. So pop that off, pop that one off, and we're good to go. Now what we're going to do with these is we're going to slice these thinly, okay, kind of like a julienne. So just going to come here and chop each one of those really thinly. These are going to go in our casserole. So see how thinly those are sliced? We're just going to slice all of these just like that. Like that. That one didn't take. There we go. And that. All that. And then cut these all up. Nice and thinly sliced. Same thing here. And watch your fingers when you're cutting these. You don't want to slice any fingers into this. So just julienne. Get them all chopped up. There we go. Cut that one just a little bit more. All right, so now we have our peppers. And we're gonna, because all of this is going in the same place, I'm just going to pile these on top. That way we have a place to put them. And our next vegetable is going to be an onion. I have an onion here that we used yesterday. So I'm gonna thinly slice this. One last little one, can get it? There we go. All right, so a little bit of the core came out. Watch that, because that's going to be too chewy. And then trash. These can join the rest of our vegetables. Break them up first. So we're just separating them into strips, so it's not big chunks of onions anywhere. And that all separated. I'm using yellow onions, or I guess white onions on the inside. The outside is yellow. And you can use red onions for this if you want a little bit of a sweeter onion. But I'm using a white, or yellow onion rather. All right, now we've got all of our vegetables chopped up. And then we're gonna put this to the side. Our next step is I want to measure out all of the wet ingredients. Okay, so put that there. I'm gonna rinse my hands right quick. All right. Now, for our wet ingredients, we need to start with, we need the whole can. I'm gonna use light coconut milk because I want the lighter the coconut milk. If you get regular, it's gonna be thick, and the light coconut is gonna be more like water, and that is going to cook the rice that we're gonna use today. So we're just gonna open this up and have it ready to go. So I've got my can opener here. Just gonna open that up. Just set it over to the side. Okay. Get rid of that if I can without it cutting me. Oh, let go. Just gonna twist around. Boom, and that should do it right. Nope. Come on, there we go. All right, that's going in the trash as well. And we've got that ready to go. So we're gonna put this whole can back here. And then the next thing that we need is about a cup of chicken broth. If you have your own chicken broth, if you make your own chicken broth, that's fine. I do sometimes, but right now all I have is the boxed stuff. So turn it open, and then we're gonna need a cup of this. So cup is right down here. It doesn't look like much because I'm using a 4.5 cup measuring cup. I don't know why I grabbed the big one. So that is 1 cup of chicken broth. Okay. And actually this one, I'm gonna go ahead and start mixing this. So I'm gonna grab a bowl. I'm gonna grab this. This bowl is older than I am. My mom got this when I was a baby. Or actually before I was born, I think. So I'm gonna use this. And I'm gonna go ahead and put in the coconut milk. If you get regular coconut milk, you always make sure that you shake it a lot before you open it. This doesn't have the chunks, so you don't have to worry about it because it's light. And then the broth, we'll throw that in as well. And then the next thing is 2 tablespoons of the curry paste. So I've got a tablespoon here, and it's probably not gonna fit in this container. Nope. So here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna do 2 tablespoons. So 1/2 tablespoon. And we needed 4 of those because this we need 2 tablespoons. So there's 1, 2, 3. I like curry, so I'm adding a little bit extra. There we go. I wouldn't be opposed if the whole jar went in there, but I'm trying to stay as close to this recipe as I can, even though I don't typically follow them. We'll see how it turns out. And then I've got fish sauce. And for the fish sauce, we need 2 tablespoons of that. It's my first time. It's a brand new bottle, so gotta figure out how to open it. I don't know why it's so difficult. Usually there's some sort of, how about we do it this way? No? Oh, there it is, I see it. It's perforated. Just gotta get through it. There we go, yay! All right, the battle between the wrapper and myself, I won. All right, so we're gonna do 2 tablespoons of fish sauce. If I can get this open. My goodness, they don't want you in this fish sauce. It doesn't even screw off. That's crazy. Well, maybe will that work? Oh, okay. There's no pouring, there's only forcing out of the thing. All right, 1. 2. A couple of dashes. I like fish sauce. All right, and now we need 2 tablespoons of brown sugar in this mix. So I said tablespoons, I meant teaspoons. Brown sugar is here. That's my brown sugar. I used it the other day. So it's in a Ziploc baggie. I'll pull this out. We need 2 teaspoons of this. So 1 and 2. Okay. All that's done. Put this back away. Make sure it seals so it doesn't come all over the inside of my bag. And last thing is the juice of 1 lime. Now, when you are juicing a lime, it is important to get the juices released. So if you put the lime down on the counter, use the palm of your hand and press as you kind of roll back and forth. Turn it around, do the same thing. That's gonna get the inside really freed up to let you have those juices. Now, I am going to use my handy dandy little lime juicer. Use this bad boy, so I'm gonna cut it in half. And then we need the whole lime. So, looks like you'd put it this way, but it works better if you put it this way, and that's gonna squeeze it right out. Watch all the juice that comes out now. Just pours right out of there. Okay, that's 1. Trash. And then the other one goes in. Oh, it already smells good with the curry and the lime and the onions. I can already smell everything, and it's not even cooking yet. All right, that's done. And the final thing is we need to mix this all up. So I've got a little whisk here. Just gonna whisk this together. That red curry paste sure does take over right away. It's all red now. It smells so good though. Okay, now we can let this sit over and just kind of chill out there. And now we're going to cut up our chicken breasts. So, this is more than a pound of chicken breast. The recipe calls for a pound. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna use 4 of these and then 2 for something else. So I'm going to just pull 4 out of here, if I can get this open. Packages don't want to open for me today. Little nick of the knife, there we go. Now we can open it. Can we? No? Okay, there we go. Now, I'm just gonna use 4 chicken thighs. You can use breast for this if you would like, but I really enjoy dark meat sometimes, and I'm in a mood for dark meat, so I'm going to use the dark meat. All right, these are boneless and skinless, so you don't have to do much. I'm going to cut them into just strips, because you do want them, you don't want big old chunks of thighs. So I'm just gonna cut these into strips. Cut right here. And then that's gonna be by itself. And then just cut into strips. Okay, that one's done. Get this one down. Okay. you know, about a half an inch thick. Probably be the best size, so long as it's in strips and not just chunks. You want big strips so you can have a nice chunk of chicken to chew. You just don't want anything that's too big. Okay, and then this one. All right, now that is all done. One thing that I'm going to toss out there as I wash my hands, I am a huge proponent for seasoning any meat that you work with. So I'm going to season this thigh meat with a little salt and pepper. I'm not going to throw in any weird things, any cayenne or onion powder or garlic powder, just because I want to stick as true to the recipe that I found as I can. But I do like the meat to have a little bit of its own flavor, and salt and pepper will really bring that out. So using a little set of tongs, so I don't have to get my hands ready again. I'm just gonna give that all a little turn. Get that salt mixed around through there. All right, so we have everything we need ready to go. Last thing we need to do, and I just dirtied up our cutting board, is I'm gonna move this atop this for a moment. I'm gonna grab a small cutting board and mince some cilantro. And this will be more of a garnish than anything else. But I need to get that done as well. So, about a quarter cup is what you need for this. So I'm going to rinse off the cilantro. I don't trust it sitting in the grocery section with the produce section with the little sprayer on it. I don't trust that sprayer. So I'm going to mince this. Just give it a nice chop. If anybody wants to buy me anything, a house with cutting board cabinet or countertops, chopping block would be fantastic. So I don't have to use cutting boards. So anybody out there that's listening, if you want to buy me something, a house with a great kitchen would be fantastic. That way I don't have to constantly chance cutting myself. Okay, get those big leaves out of there. Just check both sides, make sure there's no big leaves left. Okay, so we can leave the cilantro there for a minute. I'll put away. I'm gonna leave the knife on there so it'll help me scrape. All right, so the next thing we have to do is just get everything in the pan. As far as rice goes, I'm using jasmine rice because that's typically what Thai restaurants use, is jasmine or basmati. So I'm gonna use jasmine. And we need about a cup and a half of this. So I've got my cup here. See if I can open that. No. All right, I'm gonna grab my scissors. All right, gotta cut open with my scissors. Here we go, cut a little spout in there. And we're gonna do a cup and a half. Remember, we already greased our pan. This is not minute rice. All that liquid is going to cook this rice. So it'll give it a nice cook and still leave a little bit of a crunch. All right, so We're just gonna pour the rice all over the bottom and do another half cup. About half. All right. Just kind of spread that out. And you've got all your rice on the bottom. That's good because that's where all that liquid's gonna be. All right. Now, here we go. We're gonna fill this up. So the first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna put our chicken thighs down. So we're gonna take our chicken and just place it in there. Try not to make it not all in one spot. Just kind of separate it out a little bit. Spread it out. Just back in that corner. Okay, that's good. Next, we are going to, that has raw chicken on it. I'm not putting that next to anything else. Next thing we're gonna do is we're going to layer everything else on. So, we're going to take our peppers and onions. And because they're all in the same bowl, I still have to make sure that they get spread out evenly. I can't just grab one handful and stick it all in one place. So I'm making sure that I distribute everything evenly. Throw some broccoli in there. All these peppers. It's gonna be so colorful and delicious. Okay. And then that's all of our veggies. I think that's a day's serving of veggies. Maybe, maybe not. It is for me. Okay. Now, we have all of the wet ingredients here. So, we're going to pour this on top. I'm gonna give it one more little whisk with a rubber spatula if I can find one. Okay, yeah. That way we can get all the stuff out. All right, and then we just pour this over top of it. And then anything left. I'm gonna get all that liquid out to make sure we cover everything and cook all that rice. Don't waste any by leaving it behind because you don't have a spatula. All right, so that is gonna go in the oven. All right, so the oven is preheated to 375. I'm gonna check that, and it is at 400. My oven hates me, and so I have a oven thermometer in there to double check. And so I had it at 375, and it was at 400, so I had to turn it down a little bit. Anyway, so this is gonna go in for 40 to 45 minutes at 375. Don't cover it, just stick it right in there just like this. Okay. We're gonna use our cilantro as a garnish when it comes out. And we've got it all chopped and ready to go. So I'll see you in 45 minutes. All right, it has been 45 minutes. I have my cilantro minced here, some chopped up peanuts. I forgot to mention that earlier, so I've got some chopped up roasted peanuts there. Let's pull it out of the oven and see what it looks like. Oh, it smells so good. There we go. All right, actually let's put that over here so we can dress the top of it. Okay, so we're going to start with some peanuts. Just gonna put that over the top. Peanuts and Thai food they go hand in hand. So this is gonna be wonderful. Let's just finish that off just a little bit. Get out. And then our cilantro. Cilantro throughout. last of it. Some over here. All right, that is our finished dinner. So that is a spicy red curry Thai chicken casserole. Enjoy and have a great night.